Hey everyone, welcome to Wednesday's stream, starting right on time at 1 p.m. Central Time. Hello Ian and hello Koro. I see that you are both here and ready to rock as always. Let's get our jetway reconnected. Hello. There we go. Wow, that was kind of scary. Let's get our... why does it keep doing that? You see that? Whatever. Alright. So we're back in the A320 today. I thought it would just be a little bit easier to do... I don't know. The A320 is easy to fly. The 747 is not easy to fly. And I kind of wanted to be back in an airliner instead of something else. So we're in our Southwest A320, which is not a real thing, but we're going to pretend like it is. And we're going to get all loaded up. So our flight plan today is estimating about an hour and 6. We're flying, first we're flying from Atlanta to Richmond, South Carolina, then from Richmond up to, I believe, Boston. So we're just going up the East Coast of America right now. I was going to do longer flights, but knowing how these streams go, I don't want to go longer than 3 hours usually. And yesterday we almost went 5, so I'm not dealing with it again today. Maybe at the end of the week we'll have some longer streams going, but for now, whoa, I just got some crazy lag. We're actually flying with the Bravo quadrant that I got yesterday. Hey, Ian. Ian watched me set that whole thing up, and it's actually, there are settings on this for the A320 for Airbus. There's detents and there's a way to do it, do the throttle, which is crazy. So that means that I have the TCA Airbus that let's get our flight plan just loaded in here. I have the Airbus that Thrustmaster makes, the quadrant. It's okay. It feels like a cheap piece of plastic, so I kind of went away from that. Let's see, block fuels 5.5. So I figured this will be a lot more fun to use. There's a lot more buttons to hit. So we will, let's see here, our flight plan, let's find that. 27 right. Let's see if I remember how to frickin' program this thing after messing with the 747. We're doing the Jack 2 departure. Transitioning to Kellen. That's easy enough. Insert that. Okay, yep, there's discontinuity because we haven't put this in yet. So we are going into runway 16. It's an ILS approach via the Dux S5, I think is what it is. And then via, I don't think there is a via. Nope, no vias. So let's insert that. Let's check on our flight plan here. Plan. Zoom out just a little bit. Hello. There we go. Okay, that looks good so far. Golf. Oh, let's get this going. Jack. Shut. BF. Out. Kellen. By Jack. Ebbing. Louis. Jackson. Kels. Into Thena. Ducks. And there is our discontinuity. So let's clear out the manual. Let's clear out our flight plan here. And this should connect us up here. Come on. There you go. Let's see if that's actually what our arrival is going to look like. If that's all we have, we only have 2 points. Let's see. No, that's not right. This is runway 16, isn't it? Oh, that's runway 20. There we go. Now let's look at this. That's right. That is all correct. Cool. So let's go back to our arc. Let's go into this again. Make sure this is looking all right. 118, cost index of 7. Our cruise is 370 today. We'll ever stream 747 again. I might stream the 747 again. So I was actually going to stream it Friday. I was going to get up early and I was going to do a long stream. I was going to do a cross-country flight. I was going to do like an 8-hour flight. But I forgot I have a dentist appointment at 1:30. So I might do that tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. But Ian, you saw it yesterday how annoying that 747 can be to fly. Just because it's kind of a mess. It's not really well built. Let's see. Let's get our weather. So I don't know. I might look into it. I might not. I'm kind of sitting at the point where I just fly what I want to fly. I'll take requests and stuff, but it's more fun for me to sit down and go, okay, I want to fly this today instead of like, pre-programming it out and everything. Okay, I already got our takeoff going here. So let's program this in. I'm not using the iPad right now just because I don't really need to. There's not really a reason. 53, flex to temp, or flaps 1 up 1, I'm assuming, yes. And our VR 161. Or V1, our VR is 161. And our V2 is 163. Okay, I think that's it for this. I'm pretty sure we've got everything we need. Yeah, I think that's it. So, let's make sure that we're fueled up, actually. That's the one thing I always forget, because our fuel needs to be... I didn't mean to close that. Our fuel is 5484, and we are way under 54. I'll do 5450. No, 5490. Sorry. Fill up on that. I think we're ready to go. Let's see. Let's lock this down. Get that over. Scramble that. Okay. Get our fuel pumps on, so we are ready to start the APU. Let's make sure everybody knows we're about to do that. We'll switch on our taxi lights. Okay, I think that might be it. Oh, yep, that's right. We gotta do our QNH, which was... Where did it go? Looking for the letter A and then 4 numbers. I'm not seeing it. That's dumb because it's on here. It's right here. 2977, whatever. Hello, there you go. Okay, our APU is available. So let's turn on, actually let's get our pushback. So I'm going to try and use this better pushback mod here. 747 sucks so hard. Yeah, Corvo, it's not good. There's just so much that they have to do with it to get it to a state where you can actually function in... I don't know if I can pre-plan this. I don't know if it's going to work. What did he say? Is he lifting the aircraft? Like, what's going on? Yeah, the 747 needs a lot of work. It needs some love. It needs some more modding. Should be able to hit that and play in the pushback. but it's not going to let me.
Standing by for pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
That sucks.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
The only thing that sucks about not using my little Thrustmaster model is that I don't get the buttons on my controller. It kind of sucks, but whatever. We shall survive. We might even thrive. Okay, we're going to go take off 27 right. We're going to taxi down. You can't see my screen if I'm doing that. We're going to taxi down this way, get to the end here. We might just go to here, take off. We're not going to do the full runway or anything close to it in this this sort of. Okay, let's get our right foot back. Hold on, my wife is calling me. 2 seconds.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Cleared to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, we are prepared to taxi now. Get that parking brake off. Let's get the. Whoa, you're cruising here. I'm gonna do that. Okay, let's set our flaps to 1. That works. That's nice. Oh, over rotates. Great. Okay, brakes to max. Let's arm our spoilers. That button works on my thing. That's nice. And let's test our takeoff configuration, which is normal. Let's get up here. This is all good to go. All right, we'll just go to this runway here. No reason to go all the way to the end. Just pretend we got takeoff clearance. So we'll do a call, flip all our lights on. Come on.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Oh, over-rotate. Man, I'm really bad at that. Okay, let's get our throttle up to flex. Let's climb. Should be flex. Yep. And let's get to going. Maybe I should have gone to the end of the runway. We'll never know, because we're going to get out of here anyway. Right over this plane that doesn't look like it's stopping. Let's go. And gear up.
$1,000.
Alright, let's go to climb. Or climb. Okay. Just yelled at me for having asymmetrical throttles.
2,500.
Let's engage autopilot. Let it take over. We've got a 250 knot limit here for our speed. Never turn our APU off. Hold on. Alright, disarm our spoilers. Nav TCS standby. Okay. Don't really know what all that means. Alright, 5,000. Take the flaps off. almost 10,000. I'm gonna go ahead and once we get to Zale, clear myself for our flight level, which was 370. Okay. Oh, get out of here. Yes. Oh, it's the flight. This one, Ian, is about an hour and 6. And the flight from Richmond to Boston is about an hour and 20. So not too bad today as far as that goes. Okay, we're going to go up to 370 now. Actually, let's do it this way. Cool. And we'll go ahead and click that in, manage that, get it up there, and we'll start climbing. Cruise altitude 370, Ian. Hold on, my wife's calling me again. She's dealing with some doctor crap.
Having to stream it.
What are we watching in today's cruise? That's a good question, actually. I'm sure I'll find something. Might watch some PMDG 737 stuff. See what that looks like. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how to get a better chat overlay, because the chat overlay that we have right now sucks. Let's see if this is working.
Hello, my you. The last thing I want to show you up here in settings is that you can modify the look of it. You can see here IRL here, and really show you what these chats are going to look like on screen, and that's the easiest. This video.
Yeah, that might be something I have to figure out at a different time off stream because I don't feel like messing with it right now. Because right now I have to, like, as chat fills up, I have to edit, like, how things are shown. So I don't have fan of the Boeing 737. Yes, we can watch more of those. Let's see if this still works. Yeah, I see that. Let's see. We can watch some 737 videos if we want. Let's go back to the main screen for now. Okay, we are... Let's see, we're approaching 27,000 feet. Got everything we need up here. We can turn off our wing and our beacon now. We're pretty good. A320 kind of just flies itself. Not a whole lot. I guess we could program in some of our descent data for our approach. So our approach QNH is 3004. Temperature 16. Wind looks like 80 at 6 knots. 6. And for our baro, let's see if we need to do this. 161 plus 200, I think, is what we're going to be doing here. Yeah, we need to be doing 367 on baro. 367 on our... Nope, that's our radio. I think. Okay. Should be good to go. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. When we get back, we'll be at cruise, and then I'll load up a video. It's not going to be a super long cruise. Let's actually calculate our descent before we do anything else. I don't want to screw it up. Okay, so 11,000 feet at Kbos, 250 knots. We're going to be cruising at 370. Target altitude is 11,000 feet. Whoop. So we need to start 82 miles out, probably a little sooner, so that we can drop our speed a little bit. So 82 miles from Kelsey is... So that's basically the Jackson Point, I think. Yeah, Jackson. And our time until we get there is very long, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Alright, let's go over to our second screen here. So yeah, we don't have to do anything until we get to this point right here. That one. So we got time to kill. Let's go back here. Let's find Air Canada A319 Bermuda to Toronto. That's okay. I like these 737 videos. I've watched that one, I think. $757. That's weird. 737 into Kiev. Can't do that anymore. Let's do a windy landing. See what that looks like. This video is crazy. I believe you, Corvo. I'm excited. It's interesting how Boeing has like an angle to their wings. Like the Airbus is like, it's like a straight triangle, and theirs is like, it comes in, and then once it hits the engine, it juts out and goes more straight. It's just kind of interesting. Okay. You saw takeoff. Get us into the cockpit. There we go.
You'll notice the flight instruments are fairly standard, as you would see in most aircraft. We have our airspeed indicator, attitude indicator, a primary altimeter.
Oh, it's a 200.
Radar altimeter. We have a RMI with a built-in compass as well, and then we have the HSI, our vertical speed indicator with a TCAS display built into it. There's our backup altimeter. And we have our clock down the bottom.
I think it's wild that these 200s, like, I mean, these are old, right? Like, the 737-200, first flight for his 200 was in 67. So, this plane is potentially, like, 40, 50 years old at this point. And they're still flying it. And it's like, why wouldn't you... I wonder if it would be more cost-effective to replace the entire instrument panel in the cockpit or just buy a new plane. It's really interesting. I mean, functionally, it doesn't matter. Because, I mean, if you get somebody that can fly it, it doesn't matter what the instrument panel looks like.
Right below that, we have our panel with our fuel gauges. with both of our main tank fuel gauges.
But it's just interesting that in the era of modern displays, at least for the last 20 years, you still got things with gauges flying around.
To the center stack of engine instrument panel, we have the top starts with our EPR gauges, the exhaust pressure ratio. This is the one instrument that you don't see on most modern jets, but they use it in the older ones. Right below it we have N1 gauges, or first stage compressor inlet speed indication. Right below it is the EGT gauge for the exhaust gas temperature. Next is N2 or second stage compressor speed. And the bottom gauge is our fuel flow indicators. Next column on the right, we start with our oil pressure indicators, oil temperature, oil quantity, and these are the vibration indicators for the engines. Next is the flap indicator, so obviously in cruise we have the flaps up showing 0. Right below that we have our anti-skid switches, the auto brake switch, and that's full coverage of what we have for the Boeing 747-200. Alright, so continuing on to the panel below the engine instruments, we have our navigation.
Oh, that's my game. Imagine how hard it is to fly big planes 747 with analog instruments. It would be hard. And I've watched a lot of videos, and it seems like a lot of the 747s that were in service, you know, up until 2019, 2020 when they stopped flying them, were 200 and 300 series that didn't have instrument or digital instrument panels, which I think is crazy. Ian, if you ever, I think tomorrow I might try and fly the DC-6, and you'll kind of see how hard it is to see all of these instruments and gauges and like read them in real time, because the DC-6 has the same kind of layout. And I've flown that a couple times. If you want to go back and watch my YouTube videos, I've gotten better at it since then. But yeah, oh, so they do have they do have screens.
Specifically at Canadian North as well. They've gone ahead for all our 200 aircraft, added universal FMSs, so that's one here and one there. And as well, we have a multifunction display in the center. Right now, we're traveling between Iqaluit and Rankin Inlet. We're actually operating in true heading right now instead of magnetic heading due to the compass unreliability for the magnetic compass at this latitude. So the display looks like we're a little bit, it's showing our magenta line, which is our navigation line towards Rankin Inlet. It looks like it's off to the right fairly significantly, but that's part of the displaying in true. Right now you can see our destination, Rankin Inlet is right there, or presently right here. The wind vector is not correct because in true it doesn't show up correctly. Presently we'd be navigating from a waypoint named Cassid to Romeo Tango, which is the Rankin Inlet NDB. And in our older aircraft before they were upgraded, we had a different FMS system, so we didn't have the nice map display which would show exactly where you were at all times. This is a definite advantage to us to be able to precisely know where we are. As well, this can be overlaid with weather. So if there's thunderstorms to avoid, it'll show up right on our track line. And as well, it will show traffic when there's other aircraft in the area. Okay, continuing on through the controls here, we have our speed brake, which is obviously stowed in flight unless we need to slow down rather quickly for some reason. There are thrust levers. The reverse thrust levers are on the opposite side here. The aircraft does say it has go-around switches. These are not actually wired up for this aircraft. Our flat lever selector. We have trim wheels on both sides with a trim indicator on both sides.
Which they probably never touch.
Right there.
Look how beat up that thing is. Look at that. Look at all that wear, because you probably put your palm there when you're starting the engines up. Like there's probably, I mean, this center console, you know, unless they've replaced it, is 45 years old. Still learning how to fly a DC-6. The DC-6 is nuts, man. The DC-6 is really fun, but it's hard, and I'm really glad PMDG included the what was it called? The automatic flight engineer. To to kind of do everything for you, because the one time that I tried to fly that thing without him, I stalled on takeoff. Like, I couldn't even get the thing off the ground.
If we were to move
There's just so much going on.
cutout position, take a handle out and manually move the trim. Continuing on down, you have your fire warning switches for the engines. Radios, VHF 1, VHF 2, as well as nav 1 and nav 2. This is the PDCS.
I mean, this looks like it belongs on like a F-14, like a Tomcat. Look at all it is.
Is a performance computer that Boeing designed quite a while ago. It provides a lot of information for us,
Quite a while ago.
showing us what flight levels are optimum and maximum for the aircraft based on the weight and the outside temperature. It'll also calculate what weight you're at, so you can figure out quickly which landing weight you'll be at when you're doing your landing calculations. Continuing below that, we have our radio selectors. So we can choose between listening to Radio 1 or Radio 2. For the third radio, which in our case is actually a satellite radio, which is another upgrade from Canadian North. And you can also select to listen to the cabin interphone if you need to speak to the flight attendants in the rear of the aircraft. Or if you need to speak on the PA, there's a switch for that as well. And finally, we also have our rudder trim. And our
He just
aileron trim at the
casually
top,
moves it in the
which
middle of
starts
flight.
descent for Rankin Inlet. We're doing the RNAV from a 31 approach to Rankin Inlet. We're going to proceed direct to fix TIJEP. Then we're going to follow a 309-degree true track inbound to the runway. As you see, we cross over the water coming in. We'll notice the town on the right-hand side as we come in. Today there's quite strong winds straight down the runway of 30 gusting 40 knots. And those winds continue all the way up through altitude, so therefore we're delaying our descent a little bit to account for that headwind. That's one of the things as 737-200 pilots we have to do is we have to calculate our descent distances in our heads, accounting for wind, weight, and routing variables.
No
for
thanks.
our, descent. And 60 set.
Oh, we got a bunch of time. We got time. So old. Yep. Everything looks just worn out. Probably still works pretty well.
Radio, Roger. Runway 31, wind 310, true 37, gusting 44, altimeter 2960. Traffic departed Rankin 4 minutes ago in the climb initially for 220. Company Boeing 737 switched over to center frequency. Should be contacting you en route for coordination. Report 5 back from TIJEP for an update.
Okay, we'll call you 5 back from TIJEP from press 43.
Hey, where are you guys at?
We are we're just getting together on TCAS. We're headed right for TIJEP right now, so we're about 24 miles back from TIJEP. We're just at a 9,600 feet right now.
Perfect. We're above you. I haven't got you on the fish finder, but have a good day, guys.
You as well.
That was weird. They were talking to a different plane.
I put the seatbelt sign on and I chimed the flight attendants.
Thank you. 10,000. Lights are on. Cap pressure checks. Seatbelts on.
You know, look at that
Advise,
instrument panel.
29S60.
This thing probably doesn't have GPS. It probably flies VOR. No, it does have GPS. Man. The only thing that stinks about this channel is sometimes they get videographers that don't know how to white balance, so you can't see what's outside the cockpit because they leave it on automatic. There's a way to white balance to where you can see everything, and they're just not doing it. It's frustrating.
Landing checks, gravel ups are not required. Passenger signs FAs on 3 chimes. Engine start switches are low. Recall is checked. Speed brake. Landing gear.
Arm green light, down 3 green.
And holding at the flaps. Rank radio for 439. Come on up, up front for runway 31.
Empress 439, roger, wind 310, true at 33, gusting 44.
Check for Empress 439.
Autopilot disconnected.
Check.
Flaps 25.
25. 25 indicating.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30. 30 indicating.
Flaps 40 to the line checklist.
Flaps.
40 green light.
Landing checklist is complete.
Wing anti-ice off.
Wing anti-ice is coming off. Under above.
Jack landing.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
It's weird that you take your hand off the yoke when you land, but like there's nothing to do with it. Let's see if we can do a 747-100 for you, Ian. The last 747-100 series. So this is the original 747. Look at that. Look how short the upper deck is, too. Because they didn't expand this until the 200 and then the 400 and the 800 series. So it looks like they're doing... Yeah, it looks like... I wonder if this is the last flight, or passenger flight. Whoa. Okay. Wow. They just cut in there. Look at that. They have a flight engineer and everything. Wow, it's completely empty back there. Look at that. This video kind of sucks. 7478. Let's see. This is the cargo variant, which is cool. This is like what they originally intended it for. Yeah, on the 747 300, I think they got rid of the navigator, the flight engineer, because of the displays and the information that they could pack into a computer. But that might not been until the 747 400. Let's see. When did 747 get rid of flight engineer? Flight engineer 747 200 was the last 747 to include a flight engineer. It looks like. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're coming up on our approach, so probably another few minutes. What did I say for Jackson? That's nice. 87 miles to Jackson. So we need to get down by, this should actually be way easier. Kelsey, 11,000 feet. I'll go back to this so you can watch that while I'm doing that. Where are we filming the crowd here, buddy? Why are we filming the crowd? I came to watch a 747 fly. That looks like a B-52 in the background over there. Those things are freaking cool. The crash in Dubai, yeah.
Most UPS cargo is containerized and goes in the back. We do have special shipments for nodes to go up. This airplane is N628 UP. It is the absolute newest airplane in the UPS fleet. It was delivered about 2 weeks ago.
Wow. So they still make 747s. Let's see. Last unit of the aircraft type expected to be delivered in October 2022. Oh, wow. They're done. They're like not even going to make them anymore. So this is one of the last ones. That's insane. Look how freaking big that is. That looks like a warehouse. It doesn't look like the inside of a plane.
Longer than the previous 747 400, so it's greater efficiency. We use this on flights as far away as Dubai. Okay. We'll fly nonstop from UPS's hub in Kentucky all the way to Dubai. Yep. Okay, so we're on the main deck, of course.
So these are all rollers, and your containers essentially roll?
Yeah, so everything rolls. It's actually powered if you take a look. These containers here are so heavy they can be
I wouldn't fly an airplane some kids built.
Roll the container on board, and then flip the lock up, and the lip of the container is held tightly on all four sides, so that when the airplane is loaded, everything is completely locked into place and nothing can shift. And then when we flip it down, and the container can roll again.
Cargo flights are cool.
And there's like however many hundred of those. There's hundreds. So,
Yeah. Look at that behemoth. Alright, so we'll go up to the flight deck now. This is going to be the cool part. Because they have a lot of people that are in these planes. And look at that. You climb up into the flight deck from a ladder. Because the whole tube is just full of cargo.
So this is the upper deck, the bubble, if you will, on a 747. This airplane has 6 business class seats for jump seaters. We use them to move pilots back and forth to assignments. You know, we may send a 767 crew to Asia to fly in Asia, but we'll put them on this airplane to get them to work over there. Yeah. And of course, we want our crews to be well rested, so let's come back here.
This is cool. Tight quarters here.
So the airplane also has 2 full lie-flat bunks, especially on the longest flights. Our longest flight is about 13 and a half hours,
Phew.
and that actually has 2 full crews. So 2 fly and 2 rest, and so they've got a good rest area.
You can totally do that. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, look at that. It's a full kitchen. It's like a little flying apartment.
All right, come on. That's okay. Do it backpack.
Danny, you want me to take it?
All right. Did you have fun? It's really cool, huh? Yeah. You are so very welcome.
Thank you.
So up toward the front end, we have all the comforts of home, coffee maker, cool boxes for start that again. Right. Up front on the airplane, we have all the comforts of home, cool boxes for crew meals, coffee maker, actually convection oven. So on those long flights, you know, you certainly want to have a hot meal. We have that ability. Off to the right here is an emergency escape slide. We hope, of course, you never have to use it, but if you need it, it's here.
I wonder where the bathroom was.
Long way down. It is a long way down. And of course, here's the cockpit. So this is one of the most modern airplanes in the air right now. Powered, of course, by 4 engines, 4 General Electric Gen X 2B engines, a similar engine on the Boeing Dreamliner. Of course, this airplane started out as a 3-crew airplane, but as it was modernized with all the integrated electronics, really you only need 2 crew members to operate on flights, you know, less than 8 hours. Standard Boeing cockpit, you know, your 4 throttles, flight management computers left to right, ACARs for digital communications, radio. This is autopilot, and then up here is climate control as well as fuel flows, and they can move fuel through the various tanks in the airplane as needed for weight balance purposes. And I wish I had one, but we don't have the iPad, but we don't use a paper manuscript where it's all on an iPad. It just my this thing up here, I don't know if you can see it says EVAS. That is the Emergency Vision Assurance System, and it is a clear Teflon bag that in the event that there's smoke in the cockpit, inflates. Crew member can put his or her goggles up to it, and then it also presses against the instruments and the windshield.
So it presses a smoke out.
So that in a smoke-filled cockpit, you've got a clear view. You'll be able to talk about. I can talk about that too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can you see it? Out on the top of the bubble, and lower yourself to the ground. And the inertia reel will slow you as you slide down the side of the airplane. It's not something I'd really want to do myself, but if necessary, you do what you have to do, and it's there.
It's like a bungee jump. Let's check out this 787. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is what I flew. When I went over to London, I flew a trip to London on a 787. I do not care about the airport, friends. I did not get to sit up there. I had to sit back in economy for 12 hours, and that sucked. I did not get to sleep. That's where I was. I was stuck on the window side in the back of the plane right here. This was my exact seat because behind us were rows of two, and my wife and I were going, and I tried to book one of these 12 seats that were just in the 2x2 for both of us, and we couldn't. So she was stuck in the middle. I have really long legs, so I need to either be on the window or the outside. I was on the window, and some dude sat here that did not sleep or do anything the entire night. He sat up like this and just watched the flight tracker for 12 hours without moving. He got up like twice to go to the bathroom, and I think he ate one of the meals they gave us. But yeah, I sat in that exact seat right there on my way to London. On the way back, I sat on a aisle seat here, and Courtney got stuck in the middle again. That is not a lot of leg room. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. Let's see if they've got a tour of... Day in the life. So this chick is a flight attendant.
Why are they turning the lights all the way down? I have no how it is.
Okay, we do not care about you getting ready in a hotel. He took off.
Has an upper bunk crew
Here we go.
This is where we take naps and stuff on. Not even naps, like full-blown hours of rest. All right, y'all. So I'm going up.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh! It's so dark up here. It is. So I'm doing my view to make sure this crew rest is in.
Oh, that chick is annoying. Let's do the flight deck and see if there's... Here we go.
Alright, here's a little video about the crew rest area in the brand new 787 Dreamliner. Brand new aircraft just entered service from Boeing, and it's actually very nice. This is my first flight on it. I'm deadheading to catch another flight, and as a crew member, I'm just spending my time up in the rest area on my way out. So I thought some people might be interested in seeing. Basically, top of the rest area, which is what I'm showing you right now, is the 2 bunk beds. Bunk bed 1 and bunk bed 2. That one's got a lot of sheets and pillows that I threw over in it. Anyway, everything you need between the bunks. There's a wall, a solid wall with storage area and a mirror, and then a curtain here, which comes across the track and completely encloses you inside of your bed. Inside each bed area, there's a phone, Gasper fan, lighting system, reading lights, area lights that are fully adjustable. On that back wall, that dark spot is power. You got a power outlet, USB outlet. Like I said, little storage area, some things, mirror, drink holders. And of course all our safety equipment, fire extinguishers, PPEs, portable breathing equipment. Coming around, air conditioning panel, flashlight, and looking down, it's very dark and hard to see, but that's the stairwell leading down to the deck, passenger deck, where the passengers are, flight deck and so forth. This is sort of at the top of the airplane. You have to climb up into it. And when you get up to this first level here, which is below the bunks, we do have, there's the doorway, we have a seat. A nice seat, aircraft seat that in case you don't want to sleep, you can just sit in the seat and read or relax. Its own area lighting.
Weird.
Map lights, mirror. And that's about it. It's sort of like a small Japanese apartment. But, I kid, of course, but it is very comfortable. Nice enough to get away for a little while, take a little nap, get a rest. Pull your curtain around you and turn the lights out. Pillows, blankets, and sheets. Or read or watch a movie.
See, I wonder if the dual purpose of this stuff is if they fly an international flight, instead of having to go through customs, if they just sleep on the plane and then the next morning they fly back. I wonder if that gets around the whole thing. Get around customs or whatever. Okay, so we are at 11,000 feet. Let's slow down to 250 knots. Come on. Where's my freaking cursor at? Here we go. I would sleep there forever. I agree. I feel like it would be really hard if you were a pilot on like a cross flight like that, you know, if they're running the 2 flight crews on like a 12-hour flight. If I feel like it'd be really hard to go to sleep and then wake up and they'd be like, okay, yeah, we have to go land the plane. I'd feel so out of it. I'd be like, no, I'm sorry. Try somebody else. Let's see, what is the point in the world? Singapore and JFK on Singapore, 9,534 miles, 18 hours in the air. Singapore to New York, 17 hours and 50 minutes. I wonder if they even fly that on. Oh, I just said. On a A350. I wonder what the longest range on a plane is. The A350 XWB ultra long range flies up to 9,700 miles. The A380 is capable of flying 14,800 kilometers, which is 8,000 miles with 500 passengers. So the A380, which is the double-decker Airbus, can fly 8,000 miles with 544 people. The A350 can fly 8,100 miles, 325, but the A350 ultra long range can go 9,700 miles. Wow. Let's see what this thing looks like. $480 seats. Okay. Interesting. Okie dokie. Alright, let's get down to 4,000 feet real quick. Ooh. Interesting. I didn't know I could do that. So we are about to come into land. We're still pretty high here. Might need some speed brake actually, so let's get some of that going. Just set it to speed brake 1. Don't need too much. We do need to drop some speed here. Let's see, what is our approach speed? Our approach height, we need to be at 2,800 feet, or 2,500 feet, sorry. So let's just bring that down to 2,500. Need FlyBug gourd. What's our flight plan saying? Just FlyBug, huh? I guess we'll figure it out as we get there. And we need to be losing some speed as well. If we can. We need to be down at 100 and... Oh, that's way too low. Let's do 180. Approach here. Let's get a little more speed break out, maybe half. Stick at 200. Now. Okie dokie, RLS 16 approach. There's our turn in here. So we'll come up and we'll go in. It's taking us on a weird route here. It will. We ever gonna turn back around? Better get a butter today so it can be worth the wait. I know. Well, hold on. First of all, we gotta get our stupid yeah, this isn't working. First of all, we gotta get the plane working. Because right now, it's just circling. Which is fun. We'll go flaps 1. Man, why did we pitch up so hard? We're stalling because of the flaps. Okay, well, I'll just let it do its thing then. It did not like that. It did not like that at all. Get it. What's it doing? Why are we just rapidly accelerating? Okay, come on. Freaking autopilot's broken. That explains it. What's this in Toga? I've never had this happen before. This is straight up bizarre. Toga lock? I don't know what this is. Just like the other flights. I know. I don't know what's going on recently. I mean, I had it all pre-programmed and everything. I don't really know what it's doing. Speed limit exceeded. Clear. I understand that. Okay, well, I need to... hold on. Is this like an error? After an activation of the Alpha 4 protection when the activation conditions are no longer fulfilled. Okay, I gotta disable auto throttle. You do not have luck. I know. I should get rid of this stupid master caution noise. Also way above our flight thing here. Set thrust lever to toga. Disconnect auto thrust. Set levers to crime. Okay. Well. Rear arm auto thrust. Scooping you back in. Need to be at 2,500. Very desperately. There we go. I fixed it. Don't worry. I also didn't have a freaking flight director on the entire time. So now, okay, now we can do this. Oh, no, that was bad. Manage airspeed too. Speed brakes, max, I think. Methinks at this point. No reason to not. Press the master caution button to cut the tone. Thank you, Mark. It wasn't lighting up, so I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do. But thank you for that. That's never happened to me before, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Thank you. Next time I will understand. We're also going to miss this approach. Pretty badly, I think. Promise I'm usually better at flying these things. Let's get into our approach mode here. You joined at the right time, Mark. All chaos just broke loose in the last 5 seconds of this flight. Where's our runway? Is that our runway that we're about to just completely miss, it looks like? Oh, we need to be hitting this runway. Okay, well let's break that. Well, let's actually just do our heading here. Let's get out of here. We'll try another approach. Try her again. We'll do 2 flaps for now. We'll circle back. Took me a while to figure out the first time it happened to me. Yeah. Usually the answer is hit the master button, but it didn't. I don't know if I just missed it, but it didn't. What is it doing now? It didn't want to. It didn't arm for me. It didn't say it was going off. This is just all out of whack now. Trying to get to here. Hold on. Map partly displayed. What does that mean? Okie dokie. Let's turn around and try this whole approach thing again. We just flew right. That's the runway we're supposed to hit. And I'm not gonna do it crazy. I'm gonna do it kind of right, I think. So, well, Mark, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing better than the poor passengers on this airplane are doing right now. And we just lost our navigation, I think. Pretty sure we just lost. Yep. Alright, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way then. See if I can do this quickly. Alright, we're at 2,500. Is it a bug or what? No, I think I just screwed it up. Sometimes when your flight plan has weird squigglies in it, like you saw how it like started curving and then just kept curving, I think that goofed up the entire autopilot system. So next time I need to check and make sure that we don't have that before we go into a descent or before we even take off. I need to be doing that because I didn't check, and that basically made it the whole thing goofed. It didn't know what to do. These autopilots, they're very nice, but they are very finicky sometimes. So we're just going to wait until we get a little further out, and I'm going to swing it back around and engage the approach mode, and hopefully it'll lock in on the ILS and take us in. If it doesn't, well, we're just going to hand fly it. Degrees, 3 knots, 8. Ooh. Our temperature was what? 16, so that's fine. Okay, so let's disengage that real quick. We'll just fly it in this way. There's our runway. Let's get a bank going here. We'll get down to 2,500. Let's not lose our speed too bad. Our next landing will be better, I swear. Or not. So if I engage autopilot, put approach mode on, it's going to take us in. It's locking on to the runway right now. You can see it. It says LOC. Come on. Take us in, baby. There's our runway. Okay, we're on the glide slope now.
$2,500.
Got it. Let's get our airspeed down to 160, 170 for now. Reverse match, yeah, we got it, whatever. Alright, so this is forward. Let's arm, speed brakes, flap down one more, and oh, this thing actually lights up. That's super cool. Let's get our landing gear down. There it goes. Let's get our lights on before I forget. Landing lights. We'll get our runway turn off lights on too. Make sure our seatbelt is fastened because it wasn't that whole time. Those poor people are getting tossed around in the bathroom. It's okay. Right, we got 3 green. Going in. That is our vertical RCR landing speed. It's going to be 132. Wait, is that what that means? VLS is 132. It's our vertical landing speed. Okay, so we'll take it down
1,000.
a little bit more. Go to, what is full flaps again? 151, so let's go to 150. And we'll do full flaps. We'll check our cabin. Okay, we're landing.
$500. 100 above. 400. Minimum 300. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Reverser's full. Auto brakes. Alright, let's get reversers out. Not too bad. Disarm those. Get our flaps back up. Little off center, little hard, but I was just trying to get down, honestly. Let's get off the runway here. Okay, and let's find out where we are and how we get to the gates over here. Finally butter. I don't know if that's butter, but I appreciate the thought. We'll turn here and take a more direct approach to the terminal. I'll bring you in a second so you can see what I'm seeing. So, okay. The throttle worked perfectly with the reversers, so that was cool. So that was good. Let's, while we're taxiing, let's spool up our APU here so we can have power while we while we fuel and then get underway again. Because we're gonna go on to Boston, which I think is another hour. Looks like our stream is gonna go a little long, but that's fine. It's only 2:45. I have heard nothing from any of the people I sent emails to for my job, so that's great. We're going to have a really quick turnaround here in Richmond. Very quick. Why is there a cop car on the runway? Sir? Have you come to stop me? He's got his lights on. Bye. That was funny. There he goes. He just drove right on after I hit him. He was like, okay, cool. Let's park at this gate here. It's facing the wrong way. I don't think we're going to really mess with it. Alright, let's not crash. Alright, let's get our parking brake on. Turn off our engine. Wait, hold on. I think we got to turn on engine bleed first. Or APU bleed. Turn off our engines. You have a flight suggestion. What is it, bud? Whoa, I didn't want to do that. Let me know, because we're about to load up another flight here. Can you do a flight one day from HKJK to HKMO? I don't know what those those airports are. HKJK in Kenya. HKMO to Hong Kong. Oh, in Mombasa. Yeah, I can do that. What plane do you want me to fly in? I can do that. I can do that this week, maybe. Hold on. Stop. Oh, Boeing 737. It's a 1 hour, 45-minute flight. I don't have the 737 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I don't have X-Plane. I looked at getting it, but it's a little expensive. If it goes on sale and there is a 737 available on X-Plane, I will 100% fly it, man. But if you want me to fly it in an A320, or I could do it in a DC-6 if you want, I could do that. I could fly it in a private jet. I could fly it in a Cessna. There's a lot of stuff I could do. Can I please get to fuel? Because we got to get fueled up. We got to go 58. 58. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, so let's get this bad boy up and running. A320 runway length. Let's get everything done quick and dirty. So airport info. Let's see, we're taking off. What are we taking off? 16 again. 16 is a 9,000 foot runway, 9,003 feet. That one. Airport elevation is under 1,000 feet. Obviously, our takeoff weight is here. Okay, let's get our QNH reading is 3,000, that looks like. Outside temperature 16 degrees still. Our wind component, let's see, our runway faces 157. Our wind component is, oh, let's see, 80. So that's a 3 knot headwinds. Okay, let's get our initialization requested. Let's get everything rolling here. What did I say for fuel? 5.8. Let's do 5.8 block fuel here. So we're deboarding a couple people. Print that out. Performance is going to be C1 up, 1 for flaps, flex 2, 50 degrees. Let's see, V1, 146, 147, and 149 for our takeoff stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Flight plan, taking off on, let's see, we are taking off runway 16, doing the LaCille 6 departure, no transition, insert JFK. Why are we doing JFK? What? What? Typed in the wrong friggin' airport. I've done it. Airbus is okay too. Yeah, I could do that tomorrow, man. If you want. If it wouldn't be too much for you. Yeah, whatever, man. So stupid. It pulled the right thing. It pulled everything right here. It shouldn't pull it right on my, whatever, 6759. So now I gotta take this new takeoff weight. That's what happens when you try to do stuff fast. same takeoff weight. Okay. Flight plan, and we are going into Boston. What is our arrival? Turn 15 right. The hell? Get JFK out of here. Boston. Arrival. 15 right. By the Rob Coup 3. Transition from. Looks like nothing. Transition from. Oh, that's why it was in there. Insert. Okay, let's look at our flight plan. It's probably going to be super messed up, but whatever. As long as we can get there. Looks good to me. Looks actually really good to me. Okay, so we're ready to go. We got our APU already going, so let's start our pushback. We'll go in reverse here. Turn off our parking brake. The quickest turnaround in the history of everything. No man has turned an aircraft around quicker than I just did. So it looks like initially we're going to be climbing up to let's do 5,000 feet, it looks like. I will do it tomorrow, my friends. I'm trying to get this flight done today. Oh crap, we need to start our engines. Do we have enough fuel on board? Yeah, 6740. Stop our pushback right there. Put the parking brake on. Get rid of you. Okay. We're going to the Kbos. Okay. Alright, while that's waiting, let's get our other charts pulled up. So we are approaching onto runway, why do I keep forgetting this? 15 right via Rob Q3, transition 15 right is an ILS good. Our standard arrival is the Rob Q3, 4, we're going 15 right, so we're doing this one. Alright, engine 2 is available. Let's get engine 1 spooled up while we're doing all this crap. And let's get our airport info pulled up. So, that looks all good. Yep. Ian, I will schedule that flight as soon as the stream is over. How's that sound? That is no problem, bud. Getting close to being on our way here. This one says flight time should be about saying an hour and 6, so pretty similar to what we just did, I think. Pretty dang similar. Should have gone through that runway. Whatever. Let's see our flaps set, speed brakes armed, auto brake to max just in case. We are rolling along. Let's test our takeoff configuration. Good. We're just gonna roll on and start and go. Not messing around or nothing. Let's get onto the runway here. And we're gonna just max her out right off the bat. Let's flex. Knots. It's the wrong runway. Just took off on the wrong runway. Alright, V1 rotates, all that good jazz. Let's get our landing gear up. Do a hard turn here.
$400.
Yep. Alright, there we go. Oops, that's actually... Let's see what that landing was like on the last one, if it'll tell me. Here's weather. Over, looks like, well, there's supposed to be weather here. I wonder if our live weather isn't working again. Kind of switched itself off yesterday. Yeah, real time, live weather, please. Thank you. Yeah, see, it's there are storms on over Virginia, and it just didn't work. Flight director going at least. I wonder what this line's doing here. It's kind of throwing me off. Okay, dokie. So once we get through Bunk, we'll be cleared for whatever altitude we want to go to, which in our case will be 370 again. Real professional. Don't worry about it. Everyone survived. Nobody died. Everything is just fine. Alright, let's get this all done. Get. Disarm, spoilers, flaps are up, speed brakes up. Brake is off. Landing gear is up. So let's get. We should probably actually just climb out of this thing because right now we're chilling in a storm cloud, which is not good. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. All right. There we go. All right, 10,000 feet. Okie dokie. All right. Okay, Ian, that stream is scheduled for tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be flying around Kenya, which is pretty cool. Big old storm clouds, look at them. Off. Storms are all over the Northeast. Yeah, I can tell. We got the storms yesterday. 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. We got some crazy storms, and I think those are the ones that are over Florida and the Northeast right now. Looks like Boston is online. Wonder if that's that guy that Twitch streams. I'm not gonna mess with him. He can do what he wants. Oh, man. All that rush just to cruise. It's funny. I guess we can look at some stuff. So, how much is the Boeing yoke? I don't know how much this is. $500, $400. Holy cow, bro. I mean, this thing looks so nice. It's just so $500, yeah. I wonder if that's just the yoke or if it's the... No, that's the pack. And just the yoke is $400. Like, this thing is so nice. This is the most expensive thing, though, if I bought this. This is way too much money to spend. That would be insane. It'd be really cool maybe in the future, but not now. Not right now. Yeah, $399. much is a Velocity one going for on eBay right now? 250, brand new, pre-owned 250. I don't have the box though. 400, 630, 500, 520, 450, 397. Yeah, that's stupid. So for 250, I could get for my Turtle Beach, and then for the Airbus throttle, I could probably get 100. So that's 350. So I'd be able to do it. I wouldn't buy it until I'd sold the other stuff. So I would be without a yoke for 2 or 3 weeks while I shipped everything out and got paid. But that might be what we do in the future, because I don't need the Airbus thrust anymore. And if I got the Boeing yoke, I wouldn't need any of the Velocity 1 stuff. So that would be cool. That would be really cool. Because this thing, look how low it sits on the table, right? Like my Turtle Beach one comes up to like here. Like, it takes up so much room. And this one just has like a little clamp, and it goes below actually. That might be what we do. I don't know yet. That might be something we wait on. It's because selling on eBay is so messy, dude. Like you get screwed sometimes. I wonder if there's a used one. 2 used ones. 700. What the hell? I don't understand how... Okay, so this one went for 100, but that was both. I don't understand how people are trying to sell these for 140 bucks. It's not like it's that hard to get. See, it would make more sense to sell this for that much money back, last year when all of the electronics were, like, basically out of stock. But I don't think I'd get any money for it. So it wouldn't even be worth it. I'd lose a ton of money on that. much is the honeycomb yoke? That would even be worth it. $280. I don't know about that. Get some chicken out of the fridge. I think that's what we're gonna do for dinner. Ooh, interesting. More airplane vids. Alright, hold on. Hold your horses. I was doing a research. Let's see. Let's see if Just Planes has any 787 stuff. Here's a 747-200. That's a big old boy. It's loud. Goose.
11805, Sky Georgia 904, thank you. Frankfurt ground, good evening, Sky Georgia 904, ready for taxi. Sky Georgia 904, hello, left hand Romeo, Sierra 28 and Sierra. Left to Romeo, Sierra 2, Sierra, Sky Georgia 904.
Left side is clear, right side clear. It's good. Let's check this window. Left side is clear. What's the Check.
Behind departing 320, line up behind. Sky Georgia 904.
Okay, lining up before takeoff, preparation before takeoff, check this please.
Which airline liveries do you like the most? I don't know. I like it. It just depends. I need to get a new JetBlue one for the A320. I really like the Southwest one. I mean, you can see just looking at this here, it's super high quality. If you go to my JetBlue one that I have, I need to find a different one, but the one that I have, you can actually see the pixels on the livery, which sucks. Yeah, I like that one. I like my favorite livery for any plane is my Pan Am DC-6 livery. I think it's the coolest thing to fly a Pan Am DC-6. It's just like, I don't know. It feels right. But yeah, any of the liveries are pretty cool. But I personally like the Southwest one just because I fly Southwest all the time. And then I like the JetBlue. I like United. American is kind of boring. Frontier is kind of boring. That's kind of it. Here we go. God, it looks so slow. That makes sense. I always wondered why there were... So on a 747 throttle, there's the regular throttle. There's the ones that go forward. That's for, you know, your reversers. But then there were the ones that stick out the back. And I was like, what are those for? And it's so the flight engineer can help pull the... If they engage a stop, if they stop the takeoff, it's so he can help pull the throttle back. There you go. I want to see more stuff with the flight engineer because he's the one that's monitoring all like the, like they've got like basic gauges over here, but he's the one with like all the crazy data that he has to look at. See, look at him. See how he throttled down engine 1 and throttled up on engine 4? That's kind of helping him turn. It's kind of pushing the right wing forward. That's smart. Before we get further into this video, I need to check my descent here. We're actually getting pretty close. Okay, so to 230 at Felix. Progress to FEX, FEXXX. Let's see, we're 78 miles away. And to get down to 230, 44 miles. So, whoop. Yeah, 44 miles now. Okay. Oh, geez, we have 119 knot tailwind. Holy cow, no wonder we're cruising. I was like, wow, we're moving pretty quick. Holy cow. So I need to start 44 miles, 44 nautical miles away from Fix here. So we're 30 miles out. Let's try and get more into this video before then. Wow. Also wonder what that was for. Yeah, that makes, you know, it makes total sense. And it's one of those things I Googled and nobody had an answer for it. But just seeing him take off like that, it makes total sense. It's so he can help manage the throttle while, I don't know why the co-pilot can't do it, why the first officer can't. But it makes sense for that type of thing. And then it also makes sense why those aren't on the new ones, because there's no flight engineer. You learn something every day. That you do, Corvo. That you do. So we are 10 miles out from where we need to start our descent. I don't think we have any speed restrictions once we get there. Nope. We are real close. Okay. Seems like a good place to stop that. Right, let's get back into here. So we are 48 miles out. Let's start setting this. I say 23,000. And we're at, let's get our seatbelts on. And 45, 44. Punch it. Okay. I'm going to start descending here. To destination data, that's right. Performance. Destination data. Okay. QNH at Boston is 3025. Our temperature looks like it's about 6, which is just lovely. 120 at 9 knots.
Now would be a good time to wrap up any business.
And last but not least, information for landing 267 on the radio. There we go. Where did I put my freaking phone? There it is. This is just a series of steps here. This is kind of wild if you want to see. Look at this. So we go 230, then we got to go between 230 and 210, down to 1700, down to 1600. Then we get our first speed restriction between 190 and 1200, 1100, 250, another one, 1100. So we got to pass through Point Jaina at 11,000 feet at 250 knots. And then we break off, go to Boxers, 8,000 feet, 250, 6,000 feet, 220, 6,210, 6,210. And then we go into, we come around this way, and then we're into our approach. So this thing is going to be wild, I think. Especially because it's, like, going to be stormy, too. 22 miles away from our next waypoint, and we are still 8,000 feet above where we're supposed to be. We'll get there. See, and we're landing on runway 15 right. So this one. So let's calculate our landing here. Our landing distance for the runway is 3,073 meters. Slope is hopefully 0%. Our approach speed is going to be about 150, I bet. We'll figure out our weight in a second. What did I say the wind was? It's over here. 120 at 9 knots. And right now we are gross weight 67,000. So let's do 9 knots. Wind direction is 120. Whoa, that's just not the right buttons. Our weight is 67,000. Temperature is at 6 degrees. This is going to be fun to calculate. Let's see, so 3025. Pascals, come on, is 1024. Runway altitude is like 19 feet above sea level. Full flaps, we're not overweight. We will use our reversers. Our runway heading is 15, 0, and it's dry. We'll actually get the METAR data themselves. That's should have done that the first time. So it looks like we'll need. Oh, we could use low if we really wanted to. It'll take us 2,500, 2,600 meters to stop. Yeah, that's actually what we're going to do. We're going to use low on our auto brakes. Okay, well, we are missing points left and right here. So let's get down to 210 and just not mess with it. Okie dokie. Doing fine. So we're actually below where we need to be, which is fine. We'll go into Ruiz at 210. Hopefully everything doesn't freak out this time. I told you it would be a DC flight too. Yeah, I thought it was going to be, and then it wasn't. I changed what I was gonna fly probably 20 minutes before I started streaming. I have a really bad habit of not knowing how long the flights are that I plan, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll fly from Atlanta to DC to here, and then it like turns out that those flights are really long, and I'm like, okay, I could either do one long flight, which is a little boring, because you know the best part about flying is taking off and landing, or I could do 2 shorter flights. So I did 2 shorter flights. We flew from Atlanta to Richmond, and then from Richmond we're flying into Boston. I could fly DC tomorrow. Actually, no, I could do it. I can't do it tomorrow because tomorrow Ian requested that we fly around Kenya. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to fly around Kenya in an A320. And then, yeah, and then Friday's going to be weird. I don't think I'll be live at 1 p.m. I think if I stream Friday at all, which I don't think I will right now, I might take a day off because I have a dentist appointment at 1:30. And by the time I get back from that, it's going to be too late to start a stream. So we might have an off day Friday. Tomorrow might be the last day this week for a stream, but I don't know. I might randomly stream at night. I know y'all probably are asleep at that point, but sometimes I'll hop on Microsoft Flight Simulator at like 9 o'clock my time. Like if I'm bored, and my wife usually goes to bed pretty early because she has to get up early. Once that happens, sometimes I'll hop on and do a quick flight. So might do that Friday night, but not right now. Goose, stop. Fly an A320 from Mumbai to Dubai. Hey, I can do that, man. I could do that on Monday if you want. Let's see. Actually, let's do that. Let's schedule that. I'm taking flight requests. Let's take another one. So right now, let's see if I can change that from here. I can't. So we'll edit this, change this to... I'll just keep pushing out these DC6 streams. Actually, no, we'll put it on the 25th again. This is the one. It needs to go to the 31st. Okay. So let's schedule a stream. Do you know the airport codes? One day. Okay, yeah, I'm ready for that. Alright, let's see. It looks like I'll be doing that Monday, if that's okay. BOM. So, BABB. Looks like that's what it is. OMDB. Okay. Yeah, it looks like this one is gonna be on. We'll do this one Monday. Let's see if that works with my scheduling. We've got 2 scheduled for Monday now, so let's. Change you to that state. Okay, we are losing track of our descent here very rapidly. Tell your PC RAM gigabytes because just no, because my is lagging too much. Yeah, I think I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. So I was trying to upgrade my computer earlier this year, and I was going to put in a new graphics card, but it was too expensive, so I just grabbed some more RAM. I think I got it for $80. I got 16 gigs of RAM off Amazon. Super easy. I would recommend that. Come on, buddy. Click in. That's what I would recommend to do. Edit that later. No problem, Ian. I think we're doing that tomorrow. Yep, that is scheduled for tomorrow. And then we'll do Monday, we'll do Soda's flight. Just within the range, but we're going a little quick for this waypoint. That's fine. My goal is to get down to flight level. Let's do 1100 or 11,000, and then I'll slow down to 250 knots. So we're gonna plummet like a rock and then hit the brakes. It'll be great. Switch back to standard barometric pressure. B on the keyboard because I don't really want to mess with it. Right, we can stop expediting now as we come into Boston here. I think he wants Mumbai to Dubai, Ian, but that is up to him. Let's get some air brakes out. Full air brakes. I do not stream on weekends, no. Yeah, not planned streams at least. If I've got free time and I feel like streaming, I might do one, but it will not be a scheduled stream. You'll just see it go live randomly. Depart from Mumbai to do so VABB to OMDB. I think I got that down right. VABB, yep. Okay. Yep, got that right. Yeah, I might randomly stream on the weekend, Ian, but it won't be a planned thing. It'll be pretty impromptu. Because usually on the weekend, especially this weekend, with college basketball on all weekend, usually on the weekends I take the time to hang out with my wife and friends and stuff, and don't really stream too much unless it's at night or, you know, game in general. And then sometimes I like to game off stream too. Sometimes it's kind of nice to just do your own thing. So, I don't know. My wife might start working from home 2 days a week. And if that happens, I might transition to streaming 3 times a week. And then having 2 off days. So I would only stream, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. Try an Air India livery. Dude, I can. Let's boot that up right now. Let's find liveries. Let's see. A320. Let's see if it pops up. Do you know if there's one on online somewhere that I can find? There we go. Air India. Let me look. Let's bring you over. Which one do you like the most? Do you like the old colors or do you want the new one? Let me know. I kind of like this one. Let me know, Soda. I'll download it and I'll get it queued up for next stream. For Monday, I mean. Let's see. I gotta get back to my map though because we are about to descend here. Hello, Goose. You cutie. Kenya Airways for you? Look, yeah. Let's download this livery. What in the world is that flight plan doing? Okay, never mind. It's fine. Start that download. Let's get down to, let's see, 6,000 feet. 220 knots. The new one is the best. Well, I have a good eye then. That is the one that I thought looked cool. Let's see, let's try and see if there's a Kenya one. Kenya Airways, is this it, Ian? Is this the right one? You're running out of internet. Livery is super cool. You're not on Wi-Fi, man? Yeah, this is the one? Cool. I'll download it. Oh, I hate that. Alright, I will get both of those installed for the next 2 flights that we do. You should be seeing the airport right over here. There it is. So we're going to loop all the way around this way and come back in. To 09 knots, winds are 05, or temperature's 05. I think we're good to go. We're good to go. So we're at 6,000 feet at 220 knots. Nailed that check mark. Much smoother approach than last time, I will say. Very much smoother. So then we slow down to 210. And then, let's see. We've got to be at 180 by the time we get to Swig. It looks like. Hopefully that thing doesn't goof it up again. You see how it's doing that stupid tail curl? Let's see what our flight plan. Swig. Decelerate into Wilbur. My screen resolution is pretty gnarly. I'm pretty sure it's... Let's look. Yeah, it's 3840 by 2160, so it's 4K. Yeah, that's I bought too nice of a monitor for my computer. I bought like a 4K Ultra HD monitor for my Xbox because I got the new Xbox a while ago, or like when it came out, and then I was like, oh, I'll just use this for my computer too, and I forgot that it doesn't really work like that. So now all my games have to either be really fuzzy and stretched out, or like super resolution. So a lot of my games don't perform as well as they would if I was running it, because I have two other monitors that are 1920 by 1080, and those ones are great. Those run everything fine, but my main monitor is super high resolution, and it kind of screws me over sometimes. Let's see, if we take out this deceleration zone, can I do that? I cannot do that. We might hit Teakman, and I might plug in a direct to Wolber. No, I can't do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. 210. I liked on the Boeing planes how it'll tell you when to put your flaps into different gears. A320 doesn't do that unless I'm missing it. I'm probably just missing it. Edward Oliveira's home run of 4th. Hell yeah. Baseball season is finally almost here. Nope. Wrong. Did not like that. Oh, there goes people landing at the airport right there. There's downtown Boston. I don't spend enough time. It's hard. It's really hard when you're landing these planes to spend time in the external view, and I just forget. So like, the best part about Microsoft Flight Simulator is the environment, is how freaking good it looks. And 90% of the time when I'm playing this game, I'm like this. I'm like in the cockpit, just like I can't even see out the window or anything. And I need to remember to move that. Goose, quit messing with Chisholm. Stop. Actually, can I set up a button real quick? Sorry. I'm going to try and set up a button to disengage my auto throttle. Takeoff, go around mode? No. So disengage auto throttle. Auto throttle disconnect. Here we go. There we go. We have done it. Go. I'm really worried about this goofy business here. I'm pretty sure this is this is either going to do this exactly as it says, or we're gonna just do an infinite circle as soon as we hit Woger, which I'm 90% sure is what's gonna happen. I can show Goose. Goose, come here before we land. Come here. Goose, come here. Come here. Come here, bud. Everyone wants to see you. You're the star of the show. Come here. Chicken. Oh, I gotta show you off. He's in play mode right now. He wants to play with the other dog we have here. He disturbs my stream. He disturbs my life at any given opportunity he can. He's always barking or he's running around being a nuisance. Okay. Once we hit Teakman, I'm going to drop us down to 4,000 feet and 180 knots. So I'm actually going to do that now. Some speed brake out. Yeah, I'm really concerned it's going to do an infinite circle like we just had a problem with at Richmond's. He looks nice. He is super nice. He's really cute, and I love him. He just has a lot of energy because he's only 2, so he's still kind of young, and he's got all that not puppy energy, but that young dog energy. And the dog that's staying with us is my wife's parents' dog, and she's like 13, and she just doesn't have that. So let's hit approach, actually. Let's see if this will... It should abandon our flight plan and actually put us in line us up with the runway now. I'm pretty sure. Let's get another flap in. Yeah, it should turn us onto this course here in a second. You see how it's diving? This is all independent of what I put in. Oh, never mind. It's turning right. Just concerned about this little tiny thing after Woger. And it's going to go whoop. Dude, it's going to happen. I'm telling you right now. It's going to miss it. The autopilot's going to break. Because I don't know how to set up these flight plans correctly, apparently. Oh, I think it's doing it. I think it's doing what I thought it would. It's gonna fly at 4,000 feet until it gets to the localizer altitude, and then it's gonna go glide us in. Can you fly a long haul? I was thinking about doing it Friday, actually, Soda. If I didn't have a dentist appointment at 1:30 on Friday, I cleared off my schedule without even remembering that I had this dentist appointment, and I was going to fly a 747 from LA to New York. I was going to do a long-haul flight. It might have been a different plane, actually, now that I think about it, but I probably would have flown an A320 across the pond or something. Like, I would have done, like something like that, you know? I was going to do something. And I got a text this morning that said I had a dentist appointment, and I was like, crap. I totally forgot about it. Have to fly it manually. I will not fly it manually. I am sorry, but if I'm going to be flying a 6-hour flight, I'm going to be using the autopilot, and I'm probably going to have to take a break or two and, like, you know, go eat. Because that's an all-day thing. If I start that at 9 in the morning, you know, that'll be over by, like, 4. Is the throttle still there? The throttle is there. So let's get down to 155. I think our final approach speed is 151. Landing gear down. Flaps full.
$2,500.
Got it. Is that our airport? Yeah, there's a nasty crosswind, so it doesn't look like we're lined up with it. Hello, Goose. Are you on the bed now, bud? Just invite yourself up there. All right, let's land. We can turn on our taxi lights so that when we land, we've got them all primed and ready to go. And let's arm our speed brake. Get arm. Well, we'll do low auto brakes on the landing. We don't need hard auto brakes. Let's call everyone. We're coming in to land. And we'll go down to 151. Cool. Let's hope, Ian. We'll let the autopilot take us way down in. These poor people living 200 feet below where planes fly over every single day.
$400 above.
Throttle
300
disengaged.
minimum. $200.
Let's line her up, nice and centered.
100.
Throttle to neutral.
30, 20, 10, 5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Off center, but knots, disengage. Speed brakes down, flaps up, turn off runway. That is more like it, people. That's how we do it. That was a good one. Thank you, Ian. I actually feel accomplished. Let's get over to... what in the world? The tiller is weird today, man. I'm telling you. Thank you, Soda. Thank you, Ian. That was the best landing I've probably had in a week. Even with a pretty gnarly, I think it was like a 9-knot crosswind at the end there. Didn't do too bad. We'll taxi straight in here. A little quick, about 27 knots over the ground. That is not taxiing speed. Now let's go park over by our southwest friend here and see if there's room next to him. Yep, right here. Keep the taxi lights on. Forgot to spool up our APU. out. Replay, please. I don't know if I don't have any of the replay stuff installed. You can go back and watch it on your, watch it on the replay on YouTube, I guess, is the way to do it. But I don't have any of the replay mods or anything. I should. I really should. Because that way I could grade my landings. Should be grading my parking right now. Let's put it right. Nope. A little bit further. Right there's good. Cool. Let's come down here, put on our parking brakes. Is our APU spooled up? It is. So let's kill our engines, and that should be it. That is it. Boom. So we will go back to the main menu, and we will view our landing on Volanta here. Let's end that flight. Review the flight. 1.06 on the landing. That's pretty good. Landing speed 132 knots. That's great. Usually I'm going like 150. So about 100 or the hour 14-minute flight, nice and short. Yeah, maybe I should look at getting the replay mod installed. Thanks again for the entertaining stream. See you tomorrow. Hey man, yeah, thanks so much for stopping by, Ian and Soda. Goose, I know you want to say goodbye, but not right now. Goose, come here. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Like I said, tomorrow will probably be the last stream of the week. We're gonna fly. We're gonna fly Ian's route that he wanted us to do tomorrow. We're gonna fly around Kenya. So I'll get that livery strapped on, and I'll be live again at 1 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So if y'all want to stop by, thank you very much. Go get some sleep. I know it's late over there. So I will catch y'all tomorrow.